1 second. Let's see. Nope. We are just able to jump into it. So I'm going to talk about what I wanted to talk after the series or after this game. Guys, let's jump into it because game number 1 is here. We have MbL up north playing Indians. While Vinchester, on the other hand, is down south over here playing Byzantines. They are on red and yellow. I think we're probably going to be using blue for Vinchester. So it's a little bit easier to distinguish the players. And yeah, let's go and take a look at the civilization. Starting with the blue player down south over here. What do we get for Byzantines? We have, first off, 10, 20, 30, 40% extra HP. On top of that, we're also going to have for Byzantines a 33% discount on the Imperial H. And wow! Tiwadros, I'm sorry first off for butchering your name if that's not the way you're supposed to say it, but thank you so much for the sub. Damn, boy. Coming in hot with the tier 1 sub, very much appreciated, and I hope you guys are enjoying the content once again. Thank you. Nail it? Nice. Welcome, welcome. That's going to be 64 subs already, which is amazing. Thanks again, and I hope you guys are enjoying so far and find it worthy of support. Okay, Vinchester is gonna try and get the lane going. Oh man, but he was only able to get 1 hit. Now he got 2 hits, but now his scout's going to be very low HP. And take a look at that. MbL already knows about the elephant getting lane, so he's going to block the scout. And that is disaster for Vinchester. MbL can target the scout as well. Yeah, and Vinchester's got almost no HP. He's gonna have to send a villager forward or something because, yeah, the elephant's going back. That was disaster lane attempt from Vinch. Oh boy, the scout's down to 7 HP and he's unable to do much of anything over here anymore. Well, yeah, as he's going back towards the TC, I'm just going to take this chance to update his name as well, remove the clan name, there you go. And keep on talking about Byzantines. So what do we get besides the extra HP on buildings, discount to the Imperial Age? They're also going to get free town watch, free town patrol. We also have on top of that, yeah, 25% discount on counter units, right? So spear, skirm, and camel rider units. As for the team bonus, on the other hand, Vinchester will also get monks who can heal units 100% faster. And MbL, on the other hand, with the Indians over here, is going to have 10, 15, 20, 25%. There you go. Cheaper villagers, depending on the age, as well as 1 and 2 extra pierce armor, unstable units in the castle and Imperial Age as well. And for the team bonus, 4 bonus damage from camel units, camel rider units against buildings. Yeah, Vinch won't be able to do much of anything over here. At most, he might be able to steal some goats if MbL has not found them. But I think, yeah, okay, so we have some over here on the left-hand side. That'd be the most Vinchester will be able to do. Anyway, let's go and take a look at the map generation real quick. Doesn't seem like Vinchester's under danger over here at all. He's not. He's not. Okay, so let's go and take a look at this map generation. Starting with the blue player, we're gonna get the main goal forward for him. Kind of to the side over here towards the northeast. And then the main stone is on the right-hand side as well. Meanwhile, we have the secondary goals on the left-hand side. And the secondary stone on the left-hand side as well. We could very well see some walls from here to here and just try to connect the wall lines once again. I'm pretty sure KOTD Arabia must have gotten updated because before, in the last 2 weekends, we didn't see quite as consistent 4 wall lines for the players every game. MbL, on the other hand, is going to be in a similar situation. He's got the main goal forward himself, and then he's got the main stone on the left-hand side. But then the secondary goals, we have one on the right-hand side, one towards the southwest, and the secondary stone towards the northeast. Should be fairly easy for him to wall himself up as well. Actually, you know what? I feel with this... Oh, that's really bad. Vinchester isn't the scout. I feel like with this, Woodline being so forward and on top of the hill as well, probably it's going to be smarter for MbL to just go for walls from here to the TC instead. Something like this, which is not the prettiest thing, but it's going to be significantly easier to wall like this. So it's not so much the cost the problem, but it's all the travel time for the villagers to get to these areas and all the working time. You know, it's going to be very time consuming for him to get these kinds of walls. So he's going to go for it, but it's going to take some time. If he does get this up, he's going to be able to secure the goal. He's going to be able to secure the stone as well as berries over here. And then, depending on how he goes for the walls over here, might be able to secure also the wood line. You know, by going for walls like this. And then he secures this one. Anyway, Some militias coming out. Vinchester will be under pressure very soon because he does not have the scout. Then MbL might be able to catch Vinchester off guard. The thing though is I think Vinch already spotted the barracks early on. So he was probably expecting a drush already. Regardless. Yeah, I think that's the reason why he went for the walls over here. Interestingly enough. I think I wall to the right side. He might be able to. We'll see if he goes for it. So TC wall and wall to the right hand side to secure the stone and back wood line. That'll be pretty good. He will be able to secure the corner wood line over here as well. For sure. Yeah, he's going for it. You're correct. Good catch. Alright. MbL's going around. Won't be able to find any damage as Vinchester is already aware of the militias coming here. It's going up to the fuel edge significantly faster. MbL's going up on 25 villagers. If he had not gone for the drush over here and had not gone for full walls, he might have been able to fast castle, but not like this. So it's just going to be a much later fuel age into as fast of a castle age as possible for MbL by the looks of it, given that he's completely walled up. He doesn't need to worry about it too much. Meanwhile, Vinchester, on the other hand, he's walled up around resources only, which means he's potentially going to still be vulnerable to range units. We'll see if MbL decides to go for a few archers or something or not. If he doesn't, then it's probably just going to be a race to the castle age. Archers coming out right now for Vinchester. Okay. Not even TC walls, just big walls. Yeah. And it doesn't seem like anybody's gonna be able to do much of anything over here. We have... Oh man, I'm not a big fan of this. Vinchester went up faster, which means his economy is not quite as good. And he went for the Man-at-Arms upgrade, despite the walls already being up for MbL. That's a lot of resources he won't be able to use towards going after the castle age. While MbL, on the other hand, I mean, take a look. He's going for the blacksmith. He's going for the archer range with a single village over here. There's no hurry whatsoever. And he's got already... almost have the resources to go after the castle age, while Vinchester, on the other hand, so far behind in that regard. We have no Man-at-Arms upgrade over here for MbL. He's going for Horse Scholar. He's going for Fletching. Fletching is a very interesting upgrade because it tells me that he's going to go for a few archers right now. Otherwise, there is no reason for him to rush it. Yeah, some archers coming out. Just so that he can clean out the Man-at-Arms over here now that he's under some pressure from Vinchester's own archers. It's going to be necessary for MbL to get a few units himself to try and hold on against this. That's pretty good pressure though from Vinchester though. In any case, it prevents MbL from getting a clean transition to the castle age. You can see that he does not have quite as many resources anymore. Good job! Let's check this. There you are. Yeah. Vinchester is getting pushed away here. As will MbL very soon. Vinchester should be able to take these units down as well. Now the thing is, the blue player does not have fletching just yet. But MbL, take a look at that. He's going for wheelbarrow. There we go. Fletching finally coming in for Vinchester. And this is a very interesting position then. In the end, Vinchester is going to have a stronger economy compared to MbL. He's got more farmers. And MbL had to make a transition to archers. He had to react to Vinchester's push. But because of wheelbarrow, he's falling behind the villager count a little bit. It's going to take some time for the upgrade to pay off, of course. For the time, it's just an investment. And yeah, it seems like that's going to actually allow Vinchester to go up to the castle age faster. No way! Pretty good push from MbL over here. Vinchester should be able to hold on just fine. No way, man. MbL, okay, he's catching up right now. He's going for a few extra farms and now he's getting a good amount of food. But Vinchester is still going to be able to go up to the castle age faster. This is remarkable from Vinch. He's kind of losing the villager lead a little bit by getting a lot of extra idle TC time, which is not ideal, of course. But yeah, there we go. He's still going to beat MbL to the castle age, while MbL on the other hand is going to be able to click up a little bit later. Right now, Vinchester ran out of berries, so he does not have quite as many food workers anymore. If he had a market, he probably would be able to still go up faster, but now it seems like MbL is going to be able to go up either at the same time or slightly faster compared to Vinchester. Such a back and forth situation so far. Overall, I'm liking MbL's position a lot better. Not only was he able to get wheelbarrow, and it's paying off right away, you can see he's going to be in a pretty good spot in terms of economy, which is going to pay off even bigger, right, the longer the game goes, at the very least until Vinchester gets the upgrade himself. But then also, he's managed to get these extremely greedy walls, which secure not one, but 2 wood lines, a stone, as well as the berries, which is still collecting from, and yeah, another stone and another gold over here. Actually, that's the only gold he's managed to secure. That is remarkable for MbL, and Vinchester's finally going after the castle age, but we have a very nice head start over here, 30 seconds for MbL so far. After he gets up, even if he does not have quite as many military units right now, he'll be able to go for the crossman upgrade. That's going to be good enough against the Minotaurs for sure from Vinchester, which are just like surplus units over here. They're not really going to be doing too much. Should be able to take care even of skirmishers and the archers from Vinchester as well. So yeah. Here he comes. Yeah, good job. Good pressure. Might be able to breach in over here. The Minotaurs are super effective against houses as of the latest patch. Now these houses are with -1. You can see melee armor. These Minotaurs are actually doing more damage than they have stats for. That's a lot of HP going down the chain right away for this house. So let's see. We have some archers coming over here. That's a great ambush from MbL. He was trying to bait Vinchester into almost breaking through, but now he's got a lot of archers over here. Can take all of Vinchester's archers down. The Minotaur's going down right away as well. The hill advantage for MbL over there. What a great play. Out of the blue, MbL shows up and cleans everything up. Crossman upgrade coming in right now. Botkinaro Vinchester's gone down to only 2 archers and 12 skirmishers. Scaring the second TC out right away, so is MbL. To protect the secondary goal, good job. And then what is Vinchester going to protect? He's protecting the secondary goal himself. The wool line as well. On the right hand side we'll see a stable coming in for Vinchester as well. And Crossman upgrade here, Botkinaro ready for Vinch, which is pretty good, but MbL should be in a much better spot to scout more units. Yeah, especially against these. They are not elite skirmishes just yet, so Vinchester is not going to be in the best spot. Thing is, we're going to see camels coming out, right? So it's going to be skirms and camels. We have 2 archer ranges and 1 stable over here for Vinchester. Meanwhile, MbL on the other hand, MbL's got, well, camels coming out right now. And these are going to be significantly stronger compared to the Byzantine camels, of course, because of access to bloodlines. So far, MbL's not gone for it just yet. He's got only scale bar now, but that's still going to be strong enough for him to take engagements against Vinchester, who doesn't even have the first defense upgrade for the camels. Good defense over here for Vinchester overall, though. He was able to do a lot more damage than I thought he was going to be able to do against MbL, despite not having elite skirmishers whatsoever. Wow. Good job. Heavy plow coming in for MbL. Perfect. There you go. Alright. Should be able to take these down. Not quite. No one's got ballistics just yet. Let me see if anyone's got the university coming up even. Not MbL. Not Vinchester. A little bit of a pause over here. Okay, they keep on going. Was that actually a pause? No, I think it was just probably some connection issue. Anyway. Overall, looking pretty even. Same amount of villagers for both players. We have a very comparable amount of military. 3 extra units for Vinchester, but higher army value for MbL. You know, on even ground, I'm liking Byzantines a lot better. He's gonna be able to go out to the Imperial Age significantly faster. Finally see Bloodlands coming in for MbL. The problem though with Vinchester is that he's still lacking eco upgrades. He's got only Dull Bit Axe and Horse Collar, while MbL's got already Bolso. He's got Heavy Plow and Wheelbarrow. All three of those upgrades Vinchester is missing. 30C coming up though, that might allow him to get up in villager count at the very least. Good pressure. Let's take a look at this. There you go, finally the university is coming up for MbL. And the game has stabilized. With the 30C already up, it's going to be significantly harder for MbL to do any damage to Vinchester anymore. And yeah, Vinch should be able to hold on over here just fine. With the stronger economy coming in very soon for him, then he's going to be able to go up to the Imperial Age faster probably as well. We'll see though, MbL's not investing quite as many resources into economy, so you might be able to go up at a comparable time. Siege Workshop on the way for Vinch. MbL knows about it. You know, gets deleted over here. It's quite clearly being relocated. So it's gotta be careful. And the good thing about Vinchester's position right now is that it's going to be so much easier to play defensive usually. So with one defensive magnet over here, right, a few crossbows, a few combos over here, he should be in a pretty good spot. While MbL on the other hand is going to struggle big time to push. With all the TCs getting protection up over here, the siege weapons coming out very soon to protect the rest of the exposed areas. It'll be so hard for MbL to do any damage whatsoever. There we go. Good job. I think Vinchester should be able to clean this up right now. Still does not have ballistics, which MbL does have, but interestingly enough, MbL's actually struggled to get a good engagement over here despite having the upgrade. Yeah. It's not really a whole lot of unit control for MbL over here. Let's see, Vinchester should be able to close the gap over there. And good job! He cleans all the units from MbL, who's now going for the 30C himself finally. But he's already, you know, significantly behind to it. The thing is, Vinchester has struggled to keep all three TCs working. So even though he's had them up for so much longer, you can see the idle TC time over here is like really bad. Let's go and take a look at the third TC over here. You take a look at worker efficiency in the last minute and it's only been like 60%. We take a look at the lifetime efficiency over here and it's more like 50% in the last 3 minutes. Yeah, there we go. It's not been the best to speak of. Second TCL has also gotten a lot of extra idle time over here. MbL's got the same amount of villagers right now, but he's had much better eco upgrades, so I wouldn't be surprised if he managed to collect more resources so far compared to Vinchester. The problem is that he's not been taking the best engagements. In Vinchester, the units that he's lost were not anywhere near as expensive as the units that MbL lost. If we go and take a look at the economy, it's probably much better for MbL. Managed to collect about 2,000 extra resources or close to it, yeah. It's just all the losses he's been taking. Yeah, it's not being quite as cheap for him. Man coming out right now for Vinchester as well. Should be able to defend himself just fine. Good job. 10% more resources? Yeah, it's pretty significant. There you go. For Indians long term here, Indians can be strong. I guess it depends on timing. I favor Byzantines over here for post imp because of the cheap trash for sure. But we'll see. There you go. He's going back. Now Imperial just should be on the way for Vinchester. Is this going to be imp into GG though? Guys, let's go and open the predictions. 33 minutes into the game. I'm just going to make it 1 minute. You have 1 minute to predict who wins game 1. All right. Between MbL and Vinchester. 1 minute to get the prediction going. As you can see, we already have the Imperial Age coming up for Vinchester. He is behind the military count, but he's gonna be there significantly faster compared to MbL. So it's up to you right now. You have 1 minute to decide. Is it going to be Imp into GG? Or is this going to be Imp into comeback? We have some like cavalry coming over here for MbL. Alright. Probably need a second villager repairing the mantle over there. Man, MbL's putting some good pressure over here. 36 military to 9 military. Vinchester should be able to hold on still just fine. But this is a good pressure from MbL for sure. He's got the left-hand side as well going. Taking some villagers down from Vinchester. Let's see if the blue player is going to realize. 16k going to Vinchester. Wow, this is really good faith, huh? A lot of extra villagers right now for MbL after getting some villagers on the left-hand side. Now we see a tower coming up over here. Don't think Vinchester is going to be able to do too much with this earlier Imperial Age. No castle. Yeah, there's also the fact that MbL is not too far away from Imperial Age himself, too. So far, looking a little bit better for MbL. And by a little, I mean probably a whole lot better. Okay, there we go. Imperial Age should be here. What will Vinchester be able to go for, though? He doesn't really have a very strong economy to go for much of anything, so what we'll see? Bracer, maybe? He's got 3 archers, man. He's got 4 skirmishers. Going for upgrades for non-existent units is not the way to go. He needs to get the numbers first. But unfortunately, I'm really sure if he's going to be able to, under the consistent pressure MbL's got going over here. What economy is Vinchester going to have to work with? He's got only farmers. He's getting pushed away from gold. He's getting pushed away from wood over here. He's got only 1 wood line left on the left-hand side, which is not the most efficient either. Yeah, take a look at that. 60% efficiency on the lumberjacks. Going up right now a little bit to 70. Alright, Vinchester's trying to get some extra units out, more skirmishers coming out. So Imperial Age hasn't given him anything so far. He's been unable to go for the upgrades. And MbL keeps on coming in with more pressure as well, with light cavalry and whatnot. You can see a stream of units coming in from MbL with crossbows, light cavalry as well. It doesn't think he's going to be particularly interested in going up to the Imperial Age himself, as much as he's going to try to just put the pressure against Vinchester. Notice the amount of food workers we have from MbL as well. It's got 50 food workers right now compared to 21 from Vinchester, so no wonder it's bringing in so many light cavalry at the same time. Just keeps on spamming the units. He's got 10 queued up, and even with the 10 light cavalry queued up, he's still going to have enough resources to go up to the Imperial Age regardless, which is just remarkable. Yeah. Meanwhile, some villages going down over here from Vinchester to MbL's crossbows, and that's going to be even more villages going down, guys. 27. Wow. 37 extra villages for MbL as he gets the first game. Vinchester ends up losing this one. We are going to have a 1-0 situation over here for MbL. And Vinchester, a little bit of a missed call over there. Let's go. Zlot is rich today, by the looks of it. And take a look at the achievements real quick, because for military, we're going to have a very nice KD over here for MbL of close to 4-3. We're going to have for economy then, also 6,000 extra, over 6,000 extra resources for MbL, which is fantastic at this point. It's a very, very big amount of extra resources. It's got a faster castle age time, but Vinchester's got faster feudal and faster Imperial Age time. The only player getting to the Imperial Age. Didn't matter though, not by a long shot. You can see that's when he was going up to the Imperial Age. 3 minutes and 10 seconds before his imp time. So what is that? 33, 34, and 58, right? So that's about here. Yeah, he just was falling behind significantly. Actually, that's 1 minute earlier even. So around this area, yeah. He was already under pressure and he clicked up while MbL was actively pushing. I think that was the big mistake for Vinchester. Let's go back then and take a look at what civilizations we have left. With Byzantines over here going down and, you know, Indians working pretty well. That's going to be 1-0 in favor of Mr. MbL. Yeah. Oh boy. Let me check this real quick. I want to see if game number 2 is already on. We're gonna be paying the bettings in just 1 second. I want to win with no army. Yeah, and under pressure as well. That was not the best call. Those my bones. There's going to be a chance for you to get those back. In any case, don't worry. Vinchester got, wow, 94% of the bones actually. 2 people betting for each player. There you go. We're gonna open predictions for game number 2 already. Who wins G2? MbL. Vinchester. We're gonna make this one 5 minutes, so we have enough time to go. Let's see and take a look at the match. The spectator delay and whatnot. Okay, there we go. Game number 2 is here. I'm really sure they have an inspect delay though. In the previous game they didn't. Okay, they do. We are still 5 seconds away from it, but we shouldn't be too much. We have Tatars versus Vietnamese coming up next for Vinchester and MbL respectively. I like it how you guys are being super safe. Nobody's putting any bones to any player until we at the very least know the civilizations and what the maps look like. So let's jump into it. There we go. Welcome you guys to game number... Let's fix this as well. There we go. To game number 2 in the series. For Vinchester, we have Tatars. For MbL, we have Vietnamese over here. So first off, for the blue player, that means we're going to be getting 50% extra food from herdables. We get also 2 additional sheep underneath each new ability C starting the castle H onwards, as well as 25% additional bonus damage against enemy units when fighting from a higher elevation, and free parting tactics and free thumb ring as well. For the team bonus, on the other hand, and a very nice lane more here for MbL. 1 minute into the game, he's going to be taking 2 goats. But yeah, besides that, we also get for Tatars for the team bonus 2 bonus damage or 2, bonus line of sight, so 2 extra line of sight and cover the archer line units. While MbL, on the other hand, playing with Vietnamese, will get free conscription. He gets also, he knows where the starting TC is going to be of his opponent, as well as no wood cost on eco upgrades at all. And then for Vietnamese, we're also going to have 20% extra HP on archer units, which is pretty interesting. So in the Castle Age, archers are going to be stronger for Tatars by default because of free will thumb ring, but after MbL goes for it as well, he's going to have significantly stronger archers himself because of the extra HP. Finally, for the team bonus, MbL also gets access to the Imperial Skirmisher upgrade and the unit, which we saw already being used in the previous series, so I'm hoping we're going to see it this time around as well. Let's go and take a look at the map generation. Starting with Vinchester, we have the main goal forward for him, so it's not going to be the best. He's got on the left-hand side, the secondary goal. We have on the right-hand side the secondary goal as well. We have the main stone on the right-hand side, and then we have the... Okay, the secondary stone on the left-hand side, very, very far away. There is a lane going on over here, but Vinchester is going to realize about it. We're going to take a look to see if we can... See if he can actually deny this one. He's struggling though. Very good pathing over here for MbL. Let's take a look at Gaia's point of view over here. Okay. Yeah, the thing is over here, if he notices the lion, for instance, he can just send the scout forward like in a straight line and just wait for the elephant to catch up as well. Yeah, MbL cannot lose the elephant over here as long as guys got line of sight. So it seems like Vinchester won't be able to deny this one. This is really good. In game number 1, Vinchester wasn't able to get the lane going himself, and now this time around MbL is gonna be able to get away with it despite going for it. The very low HP scout, let's see. Yeah. Should be sending a villager over right now. And that's so close! Only 2 HP left for the scout over there. Oh, and the elephant's going back. No way! He's losing the elephant 2 times away from the DC. Now he's gonna try to get it with the lumberjack, and he gets it. The lumberjill. Hero lumberjill over there. Vinchester needed to hit the elephant and bring it back. Oh man, that was so good for MbL. A little bit sloppy for Vinchester, not gonna lie. The thing though is, Vinch still has some HP over here, because there is no threat from MbL. He can potentially get the counter lane going over here, and as long as he pays attention to his scout, then he should be able to get away with it, right? The thing is, I don't think he knows about it. Ah, man, that's so unfortunate. Only a few tiles away. That kind of sucks big time for him. MbL, by the way, still got away with taking these goats away, and probably he's gonna be getting these back home. I think Vinchester was able to get 2 goats himself, right? Yeah, so it's going to be about the same. It's just very unfortunate. I think Vinchester is probably expecting MbL to have collected all the elephants, which is really unfortunate. What a play over there. I honestly cannot believe Vinchester was able to take the scout from MbL, and honestly, I can't believe that he didn't try and take the elephant back. MbL is probably super glad that Vinchester didn't take the elephant over here. Little did he know Vinchester didn't scout it. Well, anyway, we were taking a look at the map generation, right? Now Vinchester's gonna have to push the zebras. The thing is, he's already ran out of the elephant a while ago, and he's been collecting sheep which are not as fast a food income as huntables. So trying to deny the lane over there from MbL actually, you know, set Vinchester back by quite a bit. Now he's gonna be able to go up, but he's going up on 22 population. Let's keep on taking a look at the map generation then. So yeah, he had the main goal forward. We had the secondary goals to the sides, one to the left, one to the right hand side, the main stone forward, then we have the secondary stone on the left hand side, right? Should be able to protect himself super easily, going and just connecting the walls like this, connecting the dots, and I think if he went for walls from here to here as well, that'd be even better. So he can secure this wood line too. It seems like he's going for gold on the left hand side, so he should be aware of this, and he should be going for the wall so that he can also protect the gold mine over there. Yeah, I think he's going to go for it. If we take a look at the map generation from MbL on the other hand, what do we get? Negative fast cuts from MbL? I don't think so, no, he's going for militias. If he weren't going for militias, then maybe. For MbL, we have the main goal forward. And then we have the secondary goal on the right hand side. The other secondary goal is on the left hand side. And technically he does have 4 woodlands over here, the same as Vinchester. The thing is, it's going to be significantly easier for him to wall up. I think like the woodlands are a little bit closer together. So you can just build a little circle over here around his base. Or, alternatively, he can go for the walls like this. From here to here, and then from here to here. You know, and potentially secure this woodland as well. We'll see what he goes for. Anyway, the militias are coming out, and it's going to be Minotaur's archers on 23 villagers. Super greedy, but he's going to get away with it because, well, he knows that Vinchester's being set behind. He's been set back, rather. Archer range on the way for Vinch. So it's going to be straight archers for him, no Minotaurs whatsoever. And this could be good. If he can hold on against the militias, then that's just going to be wasted resources for MbL. Just going to help Vinchester mitigate the lane a little bit. Alright. What's coming out for Vinch right now? He knows about the militias. He's got the archer out. No fletching whatsoever. I don't think he can even go for a blacksmith just yet. Yeah, just gonna have to rely on the hill over there. Good job. Yeah, that's good. MbL gets pushed back. Once again, those militias are going to be wasted resources. That helps mitigate a little bit laming. Good job from MbL going for the walls towards the edge of the map over here. I like this a lot better. I think I would have preferred for him to connect to the left-hand side as well over here, as opposed to, you know, going for these walls. Like, I don't think this makes sense at all. It's going to be pricier and it's not going to secure quite as much. I'm not really sure why he's going for this, but... yeah, actually the walls that he's going for right now are not securing anything. If he was going for the walls like this, then he will be able to secure this wall line as well, this wall line too. And it'll be cheaper as well, and less time consuming for the villager. So, I'm not really sure what gives for MbL, but he's going for it. Here comes the push from Vinchester with the archers. MbL's got some archers himself as well, but he's going straight forward. So by the time he gets to Vinchester's side of the map, Vinchester's probably going to be in a good position to start striking with these archers, while MbL is going to have all of his units out of position. He's going for some skirmisher right now though, so he might be able to hold on just fine. Especially as he's got 2 archer ranges compared to Vinchester. Vinchester's got only 1 archer range over here. And yeah, that's about it. Defensive tower over here though for Vinci, interesting. Preemptive one, okay. Second archer range finally coming out for Vinch. Overall, I'm liking this one a little bit better for MbL over here. I think it's a stronger civilization for Vinchester, honestly. But I think we're only going to get to that point in the Castle Age onwards. We're only going to see a lead for the towers in the Castle Age onwards. For the time being, it's pretty good for MbL so far. Let's check. Alright, good job. Can take the villager down and he'll take her. And that's first eco plot in favor of Vinchester. Now he'll try to break through, but it's going to take forever. Of course, only 3 archers in the scout. Forget about it. As Vinchester brings some archers back, he should be able to defend against this just fine. Yeah, and Vinchester's gonna be able to defend himself just fine over here as well. So it's very, very stable situation for the time being. I don't think anybody's gonna be able to do much damage of anything. So, wheelbarrow on the way for both players. Basically mirror builds after getting to the fuel H. Overall, KD is a little bit better for Vinchester. Actually, a lot better for Vinchester. A 4-to-1 ratio. 3-to-1 right now, 9-to-3. The only player being able to get a villager down so far. And MbL's trying to get the flanking going here. Let's see if Vinchester can micro these units properly. If you can get at the very least 2 archers over here, it's gonna be worth it already. You got 1? Okay. Yeah, it seems like he's not gonna be able to get the second one. Almost got it. Good job. There we go. Yeah. MbL is in a much better spot over here to put pressure up. However, Vinchester should be able to click out to the Castle H a little bit sooner. I love the walls that Vinchester is going for, by the way. Yeah, he's going for the walls that I was kind of hoping he was going to go for, which is pretty good. And MbL, yeah, MbL does not have the best walls over here, but he's gonna be fine for the time being. As nobody's really gonna be able to put too much pressure up, MbL should be getting pushed away by Vinchester over here, and then the Castle H should be on the way for both players very soon. MbL's already on his way out, while Vinchester on the other hand is just lacking a little bit of food. He's going for 1 extra villager, and then he's going to go for it, I'm pretty sure. Overall, I thought TC time a little bit higher though for Vinchester, surprisingly enough. Castle H on the way now, finally. We have a nice head start though for MbL. How much exactly? Well, the red players got a 43-second head start against Vinchester. Should be enough for him to go for crossbowman, to go for Botkin arrow. Doesn't really have too many units left over after Vinchester was able to defend successfully. And he sent all the units forward, so both players are going to be trying to get some damage done. Don't think anyone's going to be able to do particularly much though. Let's see. Good job. I might see a villager going down over here. Imagine if this was over chopped. That'd be so good for Vinchester. But it's not. Yeah, it's not. Castle Edge is here already for MbL, so we'll see. Yeah, Crossman and Balkan Arrow coming up. And now second TC is coming up as well for MbL. Alright. What do we get over here then? Balkan Arrow and Fletching Arrow will be here significantly earlier for MbL compared to Vinchester. Like, he's got it right now. Bam. Well, Vinchester, on the other hand, will have to wait a little bit more himself. MbL will try to put some pressure up over here, but it's enough defense with the tower over there, and I think Vinchester is going to be fine. Now, I'm liking the Castle H a little bit better for MbL, despite Vinchester having, in my opinion, a stronger civilization, just because of the defensive tower. That prevents Vinchester from going for extra TCs, which prevents him from getting the eco boost that Tartars should be getting in the Castle H. And yeah, MbL with the second TC coming up over here is going to be getting a hidden villager. We got to keep in mind that Vinchester also has already gotten a lot of extra idle TC time compared to MbL, so this is going to be so good for the red player. There you are. After the engagement takes place over there, MbL queues the villagers up. Yeah, and he should find himself in a pretty good spot. Ballistics coming in for MbL. And Vinchester had to buy the stone to go for the second TC right now. It's already behind by 3 villages though. Let's see. There you are. Heavy plows coming in right now for MbL as well. Which is pretty good. Vinchester still does not have that. He's going for leather arch armor though. For the skirmishers. He's got some archers coming out as well, Vinch, but he's got a fairly even army right now of skirmishers and archers. Meanwhile, MbL on the other hand. No way! He can deny the TC! He's going to deny the TC! At 94%. Yeah, he should be able to deny this one. He's got ballistics, so he can take the villages down. What a great play. Now, Vinchester without the second TC will be falling behind even further in villager count. As long as MbL sits here with the skirmishers, he's going to be able to push Vinchester away from Wood. Will be able to prevent the TC from coming up. You know, with ballistics, he should be in a much better spot over here. He needs to bring one unit forward and try to micro it back and forth. If he can send a few extra units forward, that's going to be ideal, because these units are eventually going to get cleaned up. Well, even if Vinchester manages to get the TC up over here, it's still going to be much better position for MbL. He's already been able to extend his villager lead to 6 extra villagers. Yeah. And that's another villager going down. Vinchester needs to wait for MbL to lose all his units over here before trying to go for the TC again. Otherwise, he's just going to keep on taking more losses. Yeah, this is what MbL needed to do. Meanwhile, over here, some pressure from Vinchester, but he does not have enough range to do much of anything. On the left-hand side, he was able to push the villagers away from wood, but then we have another wool line over here. Yeah. There we go. Yeah. That's going to be it for the engagement, and MbL manages to stabilize over here. So Vinchester finally gets the second TC up, and he's going for the third TC right now. He's going to try and start catching up in economy. So far, MbL's been able to get ahead by 8 bills. Yeah, good job. It could be very similar for both players as well. 7 and 7. Extra TC coming up for MbL over here, I'm imagining, very soon. Yeah, most likely. So that's going to be 3 TCs. There we go. He's got the resource right now. So we're going to see a third TC coming up over here. And it's going to be the same amount of TCs per player, which means that MbL's probably going to be able to hold on to his villager lead as long as he can keep all the TCs working, of course. Because he's gotten more villages a little bit earlier, his economy should be a little bit stronger right now compared to Vinchester for sure. And that might allow him to go up to the Imperial Age faster. We have seen just how strong the Imperial skirmishers can be already in the previous series, and I'm very much wondering if MbL is going to go for it once again this time around. You know, what would Vinchester go for it? He's not on cavalry archers, he's only on skirmishers and archers himself, crossbows. So Imperial skirmishers over here will be super strong for MbL. Finally, we'll see a third TC coming up over here for him. And it's actually coming up faster compared to Vinchester just because of having extra villagers working on it. Good job. Villager lead is not there anymore though, quite as much for MbL. He lost 1 extra villager and now he's gone down to only 6 extra vills. Okay. A little bit of extra idle TC time as well for MbL now for a change. Kind of struggling to keep his economy going though. But I'm kind of wondering the plan over here for MbL is to try and push for Imperial Age. The thing is, we could see a opposite situation to what we saw in the previous game, where MbL tries to go up to the castle to the Imperial Age faster, sorry, but he's got no military to take advantage of after he gets there. No military to upgrade after he gets there. There we go. Really good job from MbL over here as well. Those are some good mana shots. And he kept the HP of the mana lab with the villagers too. 4 TC coming up for MbL. What? Holy moly. It seems like he's going to try to go up to the Imperial Age with a stronger economy. But once again, military? For the time being, he's got more military compared to Vinchester though, which is remarkable. Considering his current economy as well. And Vinchester is just trying to balance his economy right now. Selling 500 wood for gold. Well, Vinch has been collecting stone though to try and get a castle up, while MbL's just try to get enough resource to go up to the Imperial Age, so this could potentially change the game. With Vinchester having the manas forward already, having these crossbows, the skirmishers over here, if he plays his cards right, and this is not the way to play his cards right, he might have been able to go for a forward castle, but not anymore. Okay, that's a good shot. Good reaction from MbL. Now we have a hill over here for Vinchester. He's got 2 manas to work with. It's going to be 1 mana going down for Vinchester. 1 for MbL as well. And that's a very good shot from Vinch, but very good reaction from MbL as well. Really well played. Take a look at that. Yeah! With 1 mangonel, a few skirmishes, and a dream over here, MbL is going to be able to clean all of Vinchester's units up. And what a great unit control over here for MbL. Good job. See about this. Alright, the castle's coming up. It's going to be a defensive one. And MbL is already on his way to the Imperial Age. While Vinchester is getting close, he's about 3 villages behind, but he's going to be able to click up to the Imperial Age very soon. What I'm really concerned about MbL's current position is the fact that he's only now started taking stone. He's going for stone mining as well. So it's going to take some time for him to get a castle up. Given how much military presence he's got around the map as well, I would expect for MbL to try and be aggressive with the castle as opposed to be defensive. So if he can go for a castle around this area, he's going to have the hill advantage as well to fight against, Vinchester's own castle, and then he should be able to start going for trebuchets earlier, given that he's got a significant head start to the Imperial Age. Now, the problem is, until he gets the castle up, I'm really sure if he'll be able to queue trebuchets out before Vinchester gets to the Imperial Age himself. So that's kind of giving away his lead a little bit, in my opinion. Yeah, because he does not have enough resources to go for the castle just yet. It's very likely Vinchester will get to the Imperial Age with his own castle already up before MbL can even queue the first trebuchet out. There we go, Thamrin's coming in for MbL. There you are, Imperial Age is here for MbL. No castle whatsoever just yet, he's going for Arbalest here instead. Thumbring. Which Vinchester already got for free, Thumbring anyway. Yeah, we'll see some Keshiks coming out for Vinch over here. Interesting. Keshiks and what? He's got only 11 military units currently. Vinchester, not in the best position. MbL putting a lot of pressure over here, might be able to get the TC down. Siege Workshop coming up over here. With these villages, gonna be getting a castle in front of the Siege Workshop afterwards. Or should be getting a castle up. And there are a few skirmishers over here though, but that shouldn't prevent him from getting the castle up. Okay, he's going for the castle actually on the back of the Siege Workshop. It's alright though. The thing is, now Vinchester is aware of this one, and he's getting to the Imperial Age himself, so he should be able to go for it. Why don't they take stone pre-clicking up for Imperial Age? Because that's going to take resources away from being able to click up as fast. If you click up faster and then you make a heavy switch into stone, you're probably still going to be able to get a castle up by the time you get to the Imperial Age. But this was, in my opinion, a little bit misplayed from MbL. I think it was not a heavy enough switch. And now Vinchester, on paper, should have been able to start queuing up trebuchets already, but he's not going for it. But he has had the chance in any case. Let's take a look at the raid over here. MbL's going forward. Okay. Skirmishers only. Vinchester should be able to clean the units up over here. He's going for elite kick. Keshiks. He's going for plate bard and armor as well. See? There we go. MbL is fighting underneath the castle over here. That is not good at all. That's second castle for Vinchester, by the way. Protecting the stone, that's going to allow him to collect enough to go for a third castle eventually as well. It seems like it's going to be full Keshiks over here for Vinchester. It's a pretty interesting unit choice, given that Vinchester, you know, will be able to go for full Halberdier if he wanted to. He does not get Blast Furnace, but that's not going to matter too much against cavalry units. It's all going to be about bonus damage for Halberdier against cavalry anyway. So yeah. Good job. Extra castle coming up for MbL. I don't think it's going to be on time though. Is it? Yeah, it's on time. It's on time. I feel like if Vinchester realized about this a little bit earlier, he might have been able to get a bunch of extra villages down. But yeah, anyway. Hey, Reynald! How are you doing? Hi, hi. Good job. Yeah, he should be able to clean up all of these villagers. Don't fit into the TC. Which is some pretty good damage, you know, from Vinchester, but then he's under pressure over here as MbL already finally got the trebuchets out. And Vinchester still struggling to go for it quite a bit. But take a look at that, take a look at that. We have pikemen over here. MbL does not have the resource to go for the Halberdier upgrade just yet, but the Keshiks are going to be getting us around on the Arbalests over here. The pikemen, I think, is going to be enough, though, especially with the castle over there. Yeah! Those are getting completely cleaned up. Vinchester, even with plate, bard, and armor, a good amount of Keshiks over there gets completely clapped back to his base. And while he was able to get some good damage done over here on the left hand side, MbL still ahead in villager count by about 8. Super game changing engagement over here for sure for MbL. Now he's significantly ahead in military count and overall population, very close to 200 population compared to 123. Fantastic, fantastic position for MbL. It seems like it's going to be game number 2 going for the red player. Most likely or not. And this might be a fairly one-sided series, guys. It's unbelievable. But MbL, a lot of pressure over here. Really good job. Takes the castle down. That reduces Vinchester potential for, you know, Keshik production by 50%. And now Vinchester is going to make a switch to skirmishers, which I'm not the biggest fan of. I'll certainly prefer for hand cavalry archers instead, but you know, against Imperial skirmishers there is always a big risk, and you need to also mass a good amount of units first. So it's not going to be like a straightforward answer for him, even if he were to go for it. So I think MbL is taking this one. The TCs are going down. Then the castle over here, I'm not really sure. I think he is aware because he lost some marble esters here earlier. Yeah. He's aware of the castle. He's probably going to be going after that in a moment. He's got bombard cannons right now on top of trebuchets too. And I think he should be able to secure this one very soon. While Vinchester is probably going to, yeah, end up losing this one. MbL looking strong? Yeah. Keshik good against pierce damage, but hard to mass and expensive. Not many options. Maybe Hazard with extra armor? I guess maybe. Right? He could go for it. I don't think he's gone for silk armor just yet. Yeah, I guess that could potentially work. The thing is, we already have Halberdier over here for MbL. He's finally been able to go for it as well, so that's not even going to be a, you know, like a one-unit answer to MbL's current army. What I'm mostly concerned about here is overall population. MbL's got enough extra military units over here to take any engagements he wants. Should be able to clean out the Keshiks over here, and once again, there is not going to be any production from Vinchester going anymore. It's got only one castle. We see like cavalry coming in from Vinch, so he's thinking about it. He's going for chemistry as well. Alright. Yeah, I'm not really sure. I don't think he's got a silk armor just yet. Does he have a light cavalry anywhere? He doesn't. How many stables do we have for Vinchester even? Like, is he gonna be able to get the spam going? He's got only 4 stables. That is not a lot. Yeah, and he's got the light cavalry upgrade, but he's not going for cavalry at all. Probably waiting for Hazard. Conscription on the way for Vinchester as well. Yeah, I feel like this might be a little bit too late. It's been able to hold on significantly better than I was expecting though. I thought MbL was going to get locked at 200 population just a few minutes ago, and Vinchester was going to struggle to get past 130, but he's been able to hold on just fine for the time being anyway. Nice quick walls though for MbL. But the foundation should be going down. It will, but the castle's coming up regardless. Good job. Yeah, this is a very good castle, and he's getting this one up for sure. I think he was left on only 3 villagers. Nice. I'm rooting for Vinchester, but MbL has been looking really strong this set. Absolutely a mystery. Completely agree. Merle Hall's coming up for MbL now as well, which is super good, of course, with 4 castles already up. Yeah, it's going to be a big struggle for Vinchester to get the push going himself. There is another castle coming up on the left-hand side, but it's going to get denied by MbL's Arbalesters over here. That would have been very good for Vinchester. He would have been able to get back out to double castle, you know, Keshik production again. Trish is coming out for Vinch. Yeah, man, it kind of feels like it's too late for Vinchester to go for much of anything, but he's gotta go for something, right? MbL's got 2 trebuchets himself already, for instance. Let's see if Vinchester realizes about it. He doesn't. Or he does, but he ignores these. We'll see the trust coming forward from Vinch, and now he's gonna try to take this. He's got some skirmishers over here in Keshiks. There we go. But I'm really sure if it's going to be enough. I think the Keshiks are going down. They are just not enough in numbers. We have 3 trebuchets right now for MbL as well, so he's going after the trebs. He's going after the trebs from Vinchester. No, a Timor with Siegecraft. This wouldn't be an issue for Vinchester. But let's see. Siege Engineers, it's here actually for MbL. Nice. It's got 17. We have 17 over here for Vinch as well. There we go. Yeah, Vinchester's going back. He's going back. Those cool unique texts, yet you don't see them very often. Yeah, completely agreed. Now it seems like this ratio is going down as well. We have 4 for MbL, of course, with 15% accuracy. That's going to be enough to almost guarantee a hit per volley. So good job. Now he should be able to go forward, take the castles down. Without castles, then Vinchester won't be able to keep on going for much of anything anymore. The thing is, MbL's gone down in population to very similar numbers compared to Vinchester, and Vinchester's been able to catch back up simultaneously. It's 174 population versus 180. A lot more villages for Vinchester, so not quite as many military units, but a very respectable amount of cavalry. Now he's finally getting light cavalry out. Still no silk armor. Still no Timur with siegecraft. Okay. There you go. This should be a very straightforward cleanup for Vinchester anyway. How many halberdiers do we have over here? Only 5. Yeah, that's not going to suffice. These halberdiers should be getting cleaned up. Good job. And meanwhile over here, Vinchester will be under a lot more pressure as MbL is going for another castle. It's going to be the 5th one already. And yeah, with this one crumbling, then Vinchester won't be able to keep on going for quite as many Keshiks anymore. It doesn't seem like he's interested in it though. You can see that he's got only light cavalry production going right now. Yeah, and he's not going for Keshiks anymore. Good job. There you go. Very good pressure now. MbL starting to finally get the lead once again. A little bit higher population. You just gotta take care of these trebuchets and then he should be unstoppable, right? The castle's going down, the TCs, the tower's going down next. All he's gotta do is take care of siege. He's got a good amount of halberdier already, so it's going to be a significantly stronger army compared to what he had before. And now Imperial Skirmishers, guy, we got it! 2 series in a row we have seen Imperial Skirmishers play a major role in the matches. This is going to be so good against any ranged units Vinchester decides to go for, if he decides to go for anything at all. And of course the halberdier are going to be great for everything else. So that's the GG, guys. MbL up 2, Vinchester down 0. Let's go and take a look at the achievements before jumping into game number 3. Overall, it's been very dominating for MbL. I feel like this game could have been significantly shorter though. I feel like this game could have been significantly shorter in favor of MbL. He struggled to seal the deal in any case. Taking a look at the achievements though, we have for KD, better KD for Vinchester of about 6 to 5. We have an 87 to 54 army high as well in favor of Vinchester. For economy, significantly stronger for MbL with about 5,400 extra resources, which is remarkable. Faster castle, Imperial Age times, and there we go. So let's go back. Let's cross civilizations out. We had Vietnamese over here then. And we had Tatars over here. Alright. That's going to leave us on Han's Mongols. Berbers and Japanese for MbL, while Vinchester on the other hand has got Britons, Vikings, as well as Ethiopians and Bohemians. Remember, the way for Vinchester to move on is either winning today's series and Saturday or Sunday series. I'm not really sure if we are going to have the losers matches first. Yeah, I think we're probably going to have the losers matches tomorrow and then probably the winners matchup tomorrow on Sunday rather. So he needs to win the series and he needs to win the series on Sunday, or alternatively If he loses this one, he needs to win. He needs to win tomorrow's series, and then win next Friday series. I think so. The decider series for the group stages. So it's much better for him if he wins this one. In any case, let's yeah, let's see. If the next game is already here or not. I'm hoping it's here. I'm gonna try and find it. I don't see the lobby, so they might be in game already. Yes, game number 3 is already on. Guess the civilizations. I'm going to pay off the bettings. Meanwhile, we have still 50 seconds of spec delay. And for prediction over here, MbL is going to be taking the majority of the points regardless. So let's open predictions up for game number 3. It's going to be 5 minutes once again, guys. So who wins game number 3? MbL versus Vinchester. 5 minutes. There we go. And what do we get? Well, Britain's is going to be playing with... oh, sorry. Vinchester is going to be playing with Britons, not the other way around. And MbL is going to be playing with Huns. Those are the civilizations for game number 3. You can bet. We are 10 seconds away from being able to jump into the game. There we are. It's coming up. Welcome everyone then to game number 3. What do we get over here then? For MbL, we'll get with Huns. No need to build houses at all, but he's going to start also, you know, with, let's see, 100 less wood. Besides that, we get for Huns 50% accuracy on trebuchets, as opposed to 15%. We're going to be getting also 10 and 20% cheaper cavalry archers in the Castle Imperial Age, as opposed to your standard cost. Meanwhile, for Vinchester, on the other hand... Oh, before I forget, for Huns, we also get for the team bonus 20% faster working stables. For Vinchester, on the other hand, with Britons over here, we're going to get a 25% boost in Shepherd efficiency, right? So they work faster. On top of that, we also get 1 and 2 extra range on foot archer units except for skirmishers in the Castle and Imperial Age. A 50% wood discount on TC starting in the Castle Age, as well as for the team bonus 20% faster working archer ranges. If we take a look at the map generation next, let's see. What do we get? We're going to have the main gold on the back for Vinchester, which is pretty good. It's got secondary gold forward though. Both secondary golds actually kind of forward, and then the main stone is going to be on the right hand side, and the secondary stone towards the southeast. We also have the berries on the back, which is pretty good, and once again we're going to have 4 woodlands around over here. I don't know, man. This Arabia seems to be... It's gotta have... It must have gotten updated, because we are seeing like 4 woodlands basically every game. Huh. Well, anyway, if he just goes for the walls like this, it's going to be able to secure the gold. It's going to be able to secure the stone. It's going to be able to secure the berries as well, but no woodlands whatsoever. Unless, you know, he's fairly close to the corner of the map, I guess he could potentially also try to go for something like this. And because he already has the lumberjacks over here, he can potentially come in and try to protect the walls from getting breached, maybe. And then he would be able to secure this wall line in any case. Let's go and take a look at MbL's map generation. On the other hand, he's got, once again, 4 woodlands himself, but the generation over here looks significantly different. So this woodland, for instance, up north is going to be significantly narrower. It's a lot skinnier, so it covers more ground. If we take a look at the minerals first, though, MbL's got the main gold on the back, and then he's got the secondary gold forward, and the other secondary gold super forward as well, with the main stone forward and the secondary stone on the back. Yeah, I think this makes it a little bit easier for MbL to try and justify a wall like this. If he goes for something like this, and from here to here, and here to here, it's going to be very cheap, and he's going to be able to secure not 1, but 2 woodlands over here, plus a stone, you know, and the berries, just the gold that will be kind of exposed. So this one's gonna be tricky to defend unless he goes for maybe something like this from here towards the TC. Anyway, I just played Britons for the first time in like 4 months. They really feel like cheating. But Huns are Huns are Huns are Huns. Yeah. Huns are Huns indeed. Britons are Britons. And we'll see what we get from each player. Interesting houses over here for Vinchester. I think he probably just kind of forced to go for the houses over there. Probably not to get a house at some point. Which is unfortunate, but yeah. MbL's already forward. But Vinchester has collected both rhinos already. Meanwhile, MbL's has collected both rhinos already. Those are some terrible houses. Yeah, that is not the best. Definitely would have liked for him to try and work towards the walling already, but I think he probably was kind of pushed to go for the houses over there. He might have gotten housed otherwise. Who knows? Barracks already on the way for MbL. This is 7 minutes into the game, and Vinchester, what? He's going up already. Okay, on 20 population to the fuel H. Good job. It's going to be scouts for him. Is it? No. There is no way. No, he's going to go for archers. Why did I say scouts? Just 20 population, but this is super strong. Because of the Britons getting, you know, faster working shepherds, they can get away with this. This is a very interesting era for Age of Empires 2 if you are in competitive gameplay, because now the build orders are getting increasingly more efficient. Not too long ago, and by not too long ago, I'm talking just about like 4 months, 6 months ago, it was standard to go on at the very least 20 villagers to go for archers, and now the players are really pushing the civilizations. 19 villager, 20 population archer play over here is gonna be super aggressive from Vinchester. We have seen players going for scouts and, you know, like 18 villagers before, even 17 villagers that we saw yesterday from Mongols with Mem. That was pretty aggressive as well. 17 villagers, no loom. That was like an incredibly fast uptime. Even the nice farms on top of... Yeah, offering no defensive value. Yeah, for sure. Go Vinch, no 3-0 please, okay. Let's get the militia already out. Not the biggest fan of him going for militias, honestly. Would have preferred for him to go for straight archers. And just some quick walls around the resources. He knows about the militias coming this way, so he's gonna try to fight the scout off. This shouldn't have happened. He should have had the walls already up. Okay. There you go. Good job. Good unit control over here for MbL. Was able to chunk the HP of that scout from Vinchester to almost being dead, and now it's gone down finally. And there we go. I'm rooting for Vinch as well, but I thought bets looked stale. What are bettings like right now? I actually did not take a look at that. Good job. I'm the only one who voted MbL. Interesting. Okay. So people putting their bones on their hearts, not on their, you know, not on the trend. There you go. The one archer from Vinchester. Unable to do much of anything, he's only now going for fletching. Meanwhile, MbL on the other hand is probably not going to be able to do much himself anymore. He's got only militias left over here. Yeah. Scouts coming back, but very low HP for MbL as well, so... Very good reaction with the skirmisher. Vinchester, man, he might be able to do some good damage over here. He needs good unit control. It's going back. Now with more skirmishers coming up for MbL, Vinchester's gonna have the bail from here. The thing is, he's already prompted a reaction from MbL, right? So if he focuses on going up to the castle ASAP, he might be able to get there fast. Now the thing is, MbL's got more food workers right now, which is kind of bad for Vinchester. We'll play a start out in his own skirmishers, but MbL does not have fletching just yet. Yeah, and I think Vinchester realized that. That's probably why he's not gone back just yet. Now Vinchester will try to take the skirmishers down still. Good micro. Yeah, good unit control over here for Vinchester, but he's gotta be careful. There's a very low HP archer over there, about to go down. Two very low HP archers. Yeah, Vinch needs to bail from here. He needs to take care of the units. He will definitely end up losing everything if he does not leave. Took the scout down though. Really good unit control though from Vinchester. Notice how he's just dancing with the archers around, trying to bait damage from the skirmishers, and then he's trying to reduce the skirmishers from MbL with his own skirmishers. Good job. Very good unit control over there from Mr. Vinch. Now skirmishers might be going down, but he still has these archers alive, right? And he's gonna get the first villager over there! Just because of his incredible unit control early on. I was hoping Vinchester was going to bail after MbL started telling extra skirmishers, but his fantastic micro over there allowed him to get a villager already. This kind of thing is so hard to get right. That's why these are pro players. And they are at the very, very top. Because that was just, you know, something to, yeah, pull your hat off for.
Yay. Ready. Yay. Ready. Mandatum. Timo.
Alright, Vinch is going back. But it's fine, he's going up to the castle age faster right now, which is remarkable. MbL on the other hand does not have anywhere near enough resources to go up. He's gotten to 11 skirmishers, guys. MbL's gone for 11 skirmishers. That is the reaction that Vinchester was able to force out of MbL with a very small amount of military himself. Overall KD better for Vinchester as well with 5-4. That is the reason why MbL is so far behind. Even though he's got more military units, he ended up losing more units compared to Vinchester. So in order to get to this position, he had to spend a lot of extra resources. Not to mention, of course, the skirmishers are going to be much more food intensive. So, yeah. Vinchester's only 1 minute and 30 seconds away from it. He needs to try and mass as many archers as he can. He's got only 1 archer range right now, though. He's got a stable, so it seems like we're going to see crossbows and knights. Yeah. He's got the 1 scout over here. Should be enough to clean up the skirmisher. So the ability is to push him away with the 2nd scout is probably going to be safer, but this is still pretty good. And take a look at that. Vinchester, man! Don't worry about it. Oh, take care of your archers, man. Okay, that was actually not too bad. He ended up losing only 1 over there, so it's not terrible. Definitely would have liked to see a 2nd archer range coming up for Vinchester already, though. It's going for the forward goal right now. Good job. Yeah, he can protect this area because of the sable and the archer range. The back goal, on the other hand, not quite as much. With Bar on the way for MbL as well. Okay. There we are. Yeah, very good reaction from Vinchester. The 1 knight over here should suffice. Not really sure why he's not engaging just yet. I don't think he was waiting for any upgrades. No, he does not have anything on the way, so MbL should get completely cleaned up over here. Really good job from Vinchester. Really good job. Now he's forward over here. He's getting pushed away by skirmishers, but take a look at that. He's microing on both places as well. Well played. He's got enough resources to go for another TC as well. He's getting Botkin now right now. And he should be able to clean out these skirmishes. Let's see. Yeah, good job. Archer's going down right away. Yeah, we'll see the second and third archer ranges coming up for MbL. As he clicks up to the Castle Age, it's quite clear that he's going to try to go for cavalry archers. The thing is, we have such a nice head start over here for Vinchester that he should be able... Okay, there we go, extra TC coming up. That he should be able to mess up enough extra archers to prevent the cavalry archers from getting to good numbers by just putting pressure consistently. But I'm still waiting for the second archer range for Vinchester. He's not going for it whatsoever. He's going for the second TC instead. If he tries to play this one defensive, I guess I can understand that. But the problem is going to be, what does he do afterwards? Even if he's got multiple TCs, once MbL gets to a great amount of cavalry archers and starts adding some siege into the mix. Remember that in the Imperial Age as well, MbL is going to be getting access to siege ram, which Vinchester is going to struggle against very much. So I would certainly prefer for Vinchester to try and take advantage of the faster castle over here, try to keep putting the pressure up, and try to suppress MbL ASAP as opposed to playing this one for the late game. Yeah, I think he should be massing cross, so still waiting for the second archer range. He's got one only. It's quite clear that he got enough resources to saturate even double archer range production. There's a good disruption still though. Yeah, and good defense from MbL at the same time. Good job. Well played. He's going to defend himself just fine. With villagers over here, he can take on the scouts, and then the skirmishers are going to take on the crossbows. Where are the units from Vinchester? He should be on twice the units he's got right now. He should be putting pressure. He should be going for a 4 siege workshop. I just don't think Vinchester's production over here was anywhere as strong as it could have been. That's the worst part. It's not as strong as it could have been. It could have been so much stronger. He had the resources. It's just missing the bellings. I mean, take a look at that. What is it going to try and fast imp over here into arbalesters? I don't know if that's going to work. Like, MbL is going to start going heavily into cavalry archers as soon as possible, I imagine. He's going for skirmishers for the time being. Yeah, MbL ended up losing a few villages for sure. But I don't know, man. I feel like Vinchester could have done a lot more damage. Yeah, he could have gone for a lot of knights as well. He's going for wheelbarrow right now and scaled barding armor, so he's going to be thinking of adding a few extra knights into the mix for sure. But, I mean, do you really want to send this amount of units forward at this stage in the game, honestly? We have 7 crosses coming in 26 minutes into the game after his forward army is about to get cleaned up. He's got the second TC up though, and I guess he's gonna be getting ahead in villager count even further after getting the villagers down from MbL, for sure. Siege workshop coming up over here. But it's been very passive. I feel like at this time, Vinchester probably would have been able to put himself in a much better position to, you know, be thinking about stealing the game already. 30C on the way for Vinchester. Okay, full economy. And MbL is going for full skirmishers over here. The triple archer range, it seems like it's not going to be for cavalry archers in the end at all. I thought he was going to make a switch eventually, but he's just going to keep on going for skirms. It's going to be so much easier for Vinchester to fight against. He can just go for a few knights, or he can go for 1 or 2 manas, and that's going to be enough, of course. No extra range for MbL's units over here. No, nothing. It's only scary as long as you don't have any counters, but these like knights alone are going to be enough. I would like for him to go for chain barding armor though. That reduces damage they are taking from 2 to 1 for a single upgrade. That's huge, of course. There we go. Yeah. Skirmishers are getting pushed back. There's 1 knight going down. We see more knights coming in here. The magnet's coming here as well. Yeah, and if MbL was trying to go for a choke point, the magnet was going to clean the units up. So now he's just trying to bail. not such a scary mass of units anymore, is it? Vinch on the other hand, still on 14 crosses only? Huh. Good job from Vinch. Yeah, he's going back. I would like for Vinchester to go for ballistics as well. MbL is about to finish researching it and it's going to be so much better for him. There we go. Very, very quiet game so far. Where players getting pushed away, but Vinchester's being unable to do too much damage. Past the first batch of villagers he was able to take. And that's a great attack round though. From Vinchester. Predicting MbL split. Yeah, and landing a fantastic shot. Now he's got a second man coming out over here. Okay. It's not going to predict this time around. Good job. Good job. I think he should be able. Let's see. To take the skirmishers in the end. There's some of the mana left over here. If MbL is paying attention. Okay, he's just going to give up on the skirmishers. It's fine. He's going forward right now. Spring guy and his skirmishers. Yeah, Vinchester is going to have enough resources to go up to the Imperial Age very soon. So it's going to be a significantly faster Imperial Age time for him. But what is he going to go for? Once again, I think he's still on 1 archer range only. Come on, man. Vinchester has been... Dude, he's got the resource to go up right now and he's missing the buildings. He's got the siege workshop. He does not have a monastery. He doesn't have a university. He's going for the university right now so he can get ballistics. Finally. So he'll be on his way to the Imperial Age. But yeah, once again, only 1 archer range. 1 stable, 1 barracks, 1 siege workshop. Cannot mass the units up. What good is that going to be if he gets up and does not have any units to upgrade? MbL on the other hand is coming forward. Yeah, 40C coming out for Vinchester over here. We have some crossroads right now for MbL finally as well. Yeah, and it's not going to be enough economy for our ballistas if he keeps on getting pushed away from here as well. Good job though. Good defense for Vinchester so far. 4 siege workshop coming in for MbL. It's gonna start putting pressure up. Vinchester is making a heavy switch to stone right now. This is more of a stone switch that I was expecting to see in the previous game. You know, from MbL in that case. This time around it's going to be for Vinchester, so he should be able to get a castle up very, very soon. It's not going to be fast enough though to get the castle up as he gets to the Imperial Age, but it's fine still. Yeah, and I'm still waiting for the ranges, man. 1 archer range for Vinchester! 35 minutes into the game, 40 seconds away from the Imperial Age. What is the plan right here? 1 archer range, 1 stable, 1 barracks. Very soon, 1 castle. I really don't get it. Meanwhile, MbL is producing, you know, like from 4 ranges already, skirmishers and crossbows. Yeah, Vinchester is getting here, but he's got 25 idle villagers out of 84. That's going to be 69 villagers actually working. Which is the correct amount for anything. But he does not have militaries. He's going for bracer, he's going for chemistry. And then he's got crossbows against skirmishers. He's finally going for some extra archer ranges right now. I think he's just been playing to survive over here, and only now he's going to make a switch to military production. The thing is though, he's gonna be super heavily affected. Take a look at that. Out of all the villages he's got, almost 50% of his villages are idle. Take a look at the worker efficiency in the last minute. It's actually much better for MbL. And actual working time as well, significantly higher for MbL as well. This should not be the case for Vinchester. He's had multiple opportunities, in my opinion, to get significantly ahead in the game, and he's just been super passive. MbL has also done a remarkable job around the mountains too. And now he might be able to get this one down as well. Really good snipes. Good job. Really good micro over there. He might be able to get this one down. Let's see. Well, if he doesn't, he's just going to get the villagers down anyway. He bails. Rams coming in right now for MbL as well, which is going to be so good. Yeah, and Vinchester, he's got Bracer. He's got Chemistry right now, so that's already +4 attack. Okay. Don't know if he can do much of anything though. There you are. Yeah. And the MbL is gonna be fine. Like, there is no pressure from Vinchester over here. He might have gotten up faster. He might have gotten a lot of extra villagers, but he does not have anywhere near enough military numbers to go forward and put any pressure. So that means MbL is gonna be chilling. He's probably gonna be able to go up to the Imperial Age himself as well, without taking too much damage back home. Now, MbL's economy is not the most efficient though. Not the most efficient economy I have seen whatsoever. I think he's probably just paying much more attention forward than back home. Yeah, MbL is spreading his economy out, which is pretty good. But back home he needs to do some housekeeping. Alright. It's getting pushed away for the time being. We'll see a forward castle coming in for Vinchester. MbL doesn't have a mountain over here, but Vinchester's gotta be careful for all he knows. Okay, he doesn't know about the siege workshop right now. Now he does. It's too late already. He could have gotten that castle denied if MbL already had a castle, but yeah. What an awkward game, man. What an awkward game. Yeah, there we go. The castle's coming up. Well, Vinchester is starting to look a little bit better right now, as he's finally starting to catch up in military count, and of course with the extra range he gets for Arbalests over here, it's going to be pretty good. MbL on the other hand starting to ramp up his, okay, farm production, but it doesn't matter, he's just going to call the GG over here. That was a really awkward game. It was not particularly one-sided. It was not dominant at all. It just seems like both players kind of played super sloppy over here, and MbL just called it GG because he was in a worse position than Vinchester somehow. And definitely not going to be my favorite one in the series, to be honest, but I am not going to complain about getting a fourth game for sure. That would have been sucky if that was the final game of the series. I'll tell you that much. So it's going for Vinchester over here. Let's go and pay the betting off. Predictions. Wow, actually Vinchester getting the more points bet over here. There we go. It was supposed to be one side after Vinch got the castle, but nope. Yeah, I agree. I think we're just going to skip the achievements over here and just... actually, you know what? Let's go and take a look at it. Close to 2-1 for Vinchester. I feel like this is not quite as good as it seems on paper. It was very, very small amount of units overall traded during the game, I think. And we actually managed to collect more resources compared to Vinchester, go figure. Didn't get quite as much stone, gold, or food, but managed to get a lot more wood. So eco-balancing was a little bit of an issue for MbL. Faster uptimes though for Vinchester, alright. Then what else? Yeah, actually there's not really a whole lot of remarkable things in the achievements. Let's just go back. So Britons and there we go. Britons and Huns. For game number 4 then, that's going to leave us on Mongols, Berbers, and Japanese for Vinchester. versus Vikings, Bohemians, and Ethiopians. I think I'm liking Japanese a little bit better over here for MbL. And I think I'm liking Vikings a little bit better for... Actually, wait a moment. You know what? I think I'm liking Ethiopians better for Vinchester. Against the remaining civilizations. Yeah. Faster attacking archers against Japanese, who are going to be going for infantry or archery most likely. Can be super strong as well for Ethiopian. Alright. That'll be about it, I think. Well, regardless. Let's see if game number 4 is already here. Predictions already paid. Probably going to open predictions up for game number 4 in a moment. Let me see if the game is already started or not. I imagine it probably has, just because how fast they have been going for games 2 and 3 up. Let's get rid of the browser over there. Sorry about that. But yeah, it's starting already. Five seconds suspect delay, and let's open predictions. Who wins game number 4? Between MbL and Vinchester. We have 2 minutes for this one because game is already here. Let's go and take a look at the civilization matchup. We are going to get for MbL Mongols. For Vinchester, on the other hand, we're going to have Vikings. Let's change colors once again. There we go. Is this correct, by the way? I think MbL's been playing red. Right? Yeah, okay. So, what does it mean? For Vinchester, that means we're gonna get free willpower and free handcard, which is super strong, of course. I think I still probably would have preferred Ethiopian, but with Vikings, it's not going to be bad at all. His economy is going to be super strong. Now he gets also 20% extra HP on infantry units started in the village. And if we go and take a look at... Oh, Vinchester's side of the map though. MbL is going for the lane already, and he's got a really good amount of HP left on the scout over here, so it doesn't seem like Vinchester will be able to get the scout down by just targeting it. So MbL might be able to... Okay, there we go. Might be able to get away with this, I think. Good job so far. Good job so far. He's going to his TC. Wow, I think MbL gets away with this, doesn't he? I'm not really sure, you know. Vinchester is actually doing a really good amount of damage to that scout. Yeah, but the TC's over there already, so... Oh, Vinchester's gonna try to prevent it again, but it's not gonna be able to! That's a lot of damage that scout could be taking, so MbL gets away with Layman over here. It's so strong, man! It's so strong! You're paying attention? And with scouts on scouts... You're just never going to lose the Rhino. Well played. So now Vinchester, he's going to take the goats over here. That's going to, you know, help a little bit. And I don't think he'll be able to do too much. MbL was taking some sheep from, or some goats from Vinchester already. So it seems like it's going to be a fairly even trade over here. I don't think they're going to realize about each other. I don't know. So what is Vinchester going to do? I mean, he could try and go for the Rhino, honestly, because the amount of HP that we have left on MbL Scout will not allow for him to target Vinchester Scout. So yeah, Vinchester is going for the counter lane. That's exactly what he's got to do. Even if MbL is aware of this, he won't be able to do anything. If he comes here with the Scout, then Vinchester can target MbL Scout. And this one is like 2 hits, 3 hits. So yeah. As long as Vinchester's paying attention over here, he should be in a pretty good spot. MbL second the second Rhino already. Meanwhile, Vinchester won't be able to go for it himself at all. Oh man, the Rhino's going back. That is just... That's gotta be devastating for Vinchester. He's been unable to get lanes going this series so far. He tried in game number 1. He's going for it once again. He's got the hill right now, so he's gonna try to get it. Let's see. Alright, he's going for it again. He kinda has to go for it though, in a sense. Good job. Yeah. That's what he's gotta do. He's got to target the MbL scout the moment MbL gets close to his own scout. Good job. Well played. MbL is just gonna keep on trying to block the Rhino over here. This is so intense. Good job from Vinchester so far. This is the time. This is the time for MbL. He's gonna try to strike right now because we have the hill over here. If he can guarantee the Rhino to hit the scout from Vinchester one time, that's going to be enough for him to get it. And that's what he needed. But Vinchester targets the Rhino with the villager the same way we saw in game number 1 MbL do with Vinchester Rhino, and he's gonna be able to get this one. Now, Vinchester lost a scout over here though, and MbL's got his own scout still alive. And MbL is also going out to the field edge significantly faster on 18 villagers, so 19 population we are going to see. For MbL full scouts, while for Vinchester on the other hand, well, he's gonna have to wait a little bit more before he can go up to the field edge. He's going for a loom right now. I think he might be able to get enough to go up. I'm actually not really sure. He's missing a little bit of food. He's trying to go for a little bit more. There we go. He's going to get it. So now he should be able to go up. But he's significantly later compared to MbL, and he's getting a little bit of idle TC time as well. So did MbL as well. MbL actually got a lot more idle TC time. That was super hard what MbL was able to do over there, by the way. He just needed to bait the scout into the Rhino, while the Rhino had the hill advantage. That was so good. Anyway though, Militia's coming out for Vinchester. He's making the search to goal, so we know that it's going to be Minotaur's archers. And yeah, well, MbL on the other hand, with Mongols over here, what are we going to see? And we're gonna see a stable coming up, super early uptime, 9 minutes. You know, actually even earlier than that, 8 minutes and 42 seconds, which is absolutely disgusting and should be illegal. But MbL got there, and now he's gonna be pumping some scouts out for sure. Dude, I'm kind of starving already. I'm about 50 minutes away from my... 50 minutes away from my breakfast. Where's MbL? I know, right? Hey, Full Child. Welcome back. Hope everything's going alright. There you go. Minotaur's upgrade is coming in for Vinchester right now. Dalbit Axe is coming in for Vinchester as well. Let's see. Good job with the archer range. Well played. He's just coming in. Wow, the quick walls over there for MbL were actually quite sloppy. Was he trying to? I don't think he was trying to trap the Minotaurs with the scout. That wouldn't make any sense. He's got only 2 scouts to work with. With a hill advantage over there, actually, he managed to get a very, very decent... Yeah. Hits against the scouts. Now we can see the HP pool over here for this army is not going to be the best. Well, we didn't even have the time to take a look at the, you know, map generation for each player just because of all the action. But if we take a look at the MbL's map generation real quick, we can see that he's got the main goal on the back, secondary goal on the right hand side, secondary goal on the left hand side, both of these exposed, and then the main stone on the right hand side, left hand side, sorry, and the secondary stone on the right hand side. So once again, for woodlands over here, he's not going for walls just yet. We see a defensive tower coming up over here for MbL. And yeah, let's see. After getting pushed away from this wall line, he's gonna have only this walnut to work with. This is actually pretty good. We're gonna see some archers coming in from Vinchester for sure. So getting the archers over here, I don't think the tower is going to have enough range to defend against archers around this area. This could be super, super strong for the blue player. We have skirmishers already coming up for MbL though. So far, he's been able to get one of the archers down from Vinchester, and Vinchester cannot go forward anymore because of it. Good job. Quick walls coming up. Yeah, we have spearmen already for Vinchester. He's looking strong. He's looking strong, guys. While we're betting slide for game number 4, Were you guys betting more for Vinchester or for MbL? I'm very curious. Yeah, be it as it may. Vinch is looking, you know, pretty decent. He's gotten a lot of extra idle TC time though, so that's going to work against his villager count, but because of free wheelbarrow, it's not going to be too bad, regardless. Defensive tower coming in from Vinch. I feel like this is a little bit of an overreaction. I don't think against skirmishers the defensive tower was granted over there. I feel like just going for a few skirmishers. Okay, he's just going to go for the tower and he's going to keep on going for more archers. Well, this can be good. I mean, the archers are going to be much better forward for Vinchester and it's going to be much cheaper than going for skirmishers, at the very least when trying to go up to the castle age. But yeah, that means he's probably not going to be able to go for any extra TCs in the castle age. At the very least, you know, the Vikings as a civilization, they are not going to be quite as heavily affected by that because of their economy being super strong even on a single TC. Because for a defensive tower right now, it's not going to be the end of the world for him, as it would be for some other civilizations who are going to be relying more on booming. Such as MbL civilization, the Mongols over here. Not being able to go for extra TC in the castle age is going to be much worse for MbL than it's going to be for Vinchester. Let's see. He's going around. Good defense. Pal Archer armor coming in for both players as well at about the same time. Yeah, and still a little bit extra idle TC time for Vinchester again means that now MbL is actually close to 3 villages ahead. And that puts MbL in a pretty good spot because now Wheelbarrow is going to be kind of offset by the extra 3 villages a little bit. So we'll get a few extra villages anyway. And Wheelbarrow is going to be significantly more valuable, of course. After this engagement takes place, I'm gonna go and take a look at who's collecting the most resources so far. Very, very curious about that. Good job, 1 villager going down already for Vinchester. Oh man, that kind of exacerbates the villager deficit for Vinchester. It's going down to 4 villages less compared to MbL. What a great performance for the red player so far. Really good job. Vinch was trying to go for, yeah, another strike with the Men-at-Arms over here, but it's unlikely he'll be able to get much of anything done. We have already some skirmishes over here, which is going to suffice for MbL to defend himself. Well played, well played. Even though Vinchester's got, you know, arguably the stronger civilization when it comes to economy, MbL is going to be able to go up to the castle age significantly faster. There you go, castle age for MbL. Vinchester, on the other hand, still some ways off in terms of food income. He's got more farmers compared to MbL. That is remarkable. After all, MbL was the one going for the most skirmishers, and he was still able to go up so much faster. Yeah. Not exactly sure what that's about, but yeah, it was pretty good for him. Vinchester, on the other hand, should be able to go up right now as well, or very, very soon. But not before we get past 1 minute of a head start to the castle age for MbL. Men-at-Arms, there we go. Should be getting pushed away by the skirmishers as MbL is paying attention over here. He's bringing some villages into the mix. And that's a little bit risky for sure, but he ends up getting away with it. 1 villager going back to the TC with very low HP. However, the Men-at-Arms are not going to be able to take any extra villages over here anymore. With all the skirmishers we have, these are going down, so good job! MbL ends up cleaning up the Men-at-Arms. Castle H on the way now, finally for Vinchester as well. A significant hit start though, 1 minute and 37 seconds faster for MbL means he'll be able to go for anything he wants in the Castle Age. So far, we have only 1 stable, 1 barracks, and 1 archery, so it doesn't seem like he's gonna be thinking of anything in particular. Yeah, he's gotten some stone. He's bought some stone, so he's gonna go for the 2nd and 3rd TC. As expected, as should be the case for Mongols. So Vinchester, on the other hand, is going to be sticking to 1 TC and should be sticking to 1 TC in my opinion. He's going for the 2nd, actually the 3rd archer range right now, so it's going to be full crossman push over here. That means Vinchester will be able to get significantly more military units out compared to MbL, and he should be able to get the pressure going. This is the way back for Vinchester into this game. Full military production, 1 TC, full aggression. If he tries to go for extra TC, he's just going to be playing catch up. And against Mongols, you definitely don't want to play for the longer game. You want to take this one as soon as possible. So now Vinchester is getting access, or is about to get access to free handguard as well. That's going to mitigate for the extra villages. MbL has a little bit more. So yeah, his economy is going to get back in front. Meanwhile, MbL going for the 4th TC. This is something we have seen MbL do so much of in the past. We'll see if he'll be able to pull this off on this version of radio. Because, man, honestly, with 1 TC full pressure over here, Vinchester might be able to get a good threat going very, very soon. He's going for elite skirmisher, for crossman upgrade. He's going for Balkan arrow as well. What he's got to do, he's got to send the villager forward, go for the siege workshop, put full pressure. Do not let MbL get away with booming. If he needs to defend against the knights, he can go for a monastery, he can go for pikemen. Send the units forward, man. For all he knows, MbL could be on 4 TCs, basically what MbL is doing. Especially as MbL got to the castle so much faster, it's basically guaranteed he's gonna be getting a hit. Vinchester knows MbL is gonna want to play for the long game with the civilization he's got. So there we go. Now we are getting to a good amount of military units. That's exactly what I want to see from Vinchester. Select all the ranges, set the waypoint way forward. Probably go for a forward siege workshop around here. Wouldn't be against the siege workshop up here on the hill, like hyper aggressive on MbL's face. And just start chipping those DCs away ASAP. As you can see, MbL starting to take stone quite heavily. He's going to be thinking of going for a castle very soon, which means we're going to see also Mangdai coming in very soon as well. And Vinchester's got to take advantage of his position before we get to that spot for MbL. There we are. Yeah. Good job. Yeah, it's pretty good. Should be able to take the Mangonel down. It's been very, very good unit control over here for MbL though, keeping the Mangonel up for much longer than I thought he was going to be able to. But then we have another group of crossbows coming in over here, and MbL is already aware of these, so we're going to see an engagement on both areas, south and north. Over here, MbL doing a really good job repairing the Mangonel as well. This is, man, the red player is just a master of this gameplay style. He's just a master of playing defense. Keeping the HP up for the siege weapons over here. Very low amount of units he's gone for, and he's gonna be able to hold on against so much from Vinchester. It's fantastic. Should change his name to DDMBL. Let's check this. Vinch thought he already had the Bellings and Solwood. Well, I don't know, man. Castle's coming up over here for MbL, and yeah, if he can push these crosses away from Vinchester on this area, and he should be able to, as he can repair the Mangonel indefinitely, then he should be able to get, yeah, should be able to get enough stone to go for another castle very soon as well. pressure though from Vinchester. Still significantly more military units compared to MbL. Over here it keeps on dancing around the Mangonel, and that's a good shot for MbL, but very good reaction from Vinchester as well. Oh, that's a great one though for MbL. Vinchester realizes about it and splits into the shot. As he was probably paying attention over here. I think he got pushed away by this Mangonel. Yeah. Of course, man, you know, you have 3 Mangonels versus 3 groups of archers. You just target the archers with the Mangonel, eventually you're gonna get lucky. While Vinchester, on the other hand, has got to pay attention to all his crossbow armies, like, at all times. It's so much harder. Yeah, it's been a fantastic defensive play over here for MbL. He still has a score lead. We take a look at the castles coming out right now for Vinchester. He's going for it. He's going to the Imperial Age significantly faster, as you're expecting Vikings to be able to do. So this could be the beginning of the end for MbL. With Vinchester getting to the Imperial Age so much faster, he's going to be getting access to trebuchets. He'll be getting access to Arbalesters, Bracer chemistry as well, which means no units from the Castle Age from MbL will suffice. And if he can start taking the castles down before MbL gets to the Imperial Age, then, you know, it's going to prevent MbL from massing a decent amount of Mango Base. So there we go, Imperial Age is here. And Trebuchet is on the way. Good job. This is exactly what Vinchester needs to be going for right now. And MbL knows it. So what is he going to go for? He's going for Botkinar right now. He's going for Mango Base. He's trying to mass the units up. If he can get enough Mango Base, he might be able to even dive in, snipe the Trebuchets without taking too much damage himself, and keep the castles up enough until he gets to the Imperial Age himself. He's getting very close as well. He's got a good amount of food, a good amount of gold. He's going for University as well. Because he's got the castles, he doesn't need the buildings necessarily anymore, so... yeah, we'll see. So, that is the play. We need to see Vinchester. There you go. Take this. There you are. Yeah. 2 trebuchets so far. MbL still going up to the Imperial Age. He needs to hold on for close to 3 minutes. It's going to be very expensive, of course. Let's see. He's trying to go for a counter-strike over here. Meanwhile, Vinchester is going to keep on sending Arbalesters forward as well. More trebs? Yeah, he's going for the 3rd one. Good job. Yeah, and MbL, by sending these Mangle forward, he does not have enough units anymore to try and dive in to take the trebuchets down. So yeah, that castle should crumble very soon. And it will! Castle goes down. That's 1 out of 2. Now, MbL is going for another castle on the back over here. Meanwhile, this one on the left-hand side should be going down right away. We have all these trebuchets targeting it right now. And we have forward archery ranges coming out for Vinchester. Now this I love. He's going for all the military production he was not able to go for in game number 3. And it's working pretty well. There we go. The trebuchet is deploying right now. We'll see a siege workshop coming up over here as well for MbL. But this castle should crumble for sure. We have 4 trebuchets right now. The 4th coming out. Arbalest is over here doing good damage. Yeah, and so far, you know, MbL's not being able to do anything with the Mango that he sent forward. Now he's getting pushed away in the left-hand side. Looking so much better for Vinchester's guy. Guys, this might be the equalizer to take us all the way to game 5 and get a full series. Castle's going to crumble very soon. We'll see MbL first thing in the Imperial Age go for the Onager upgrade. No military production, just Onagers. Got 5 magnets for the time being, and well, you know, it's going to depend very much on how Vinchester plays around the Onagers, whether or not they're going to be effective or not. But yeah, that castle is crumbling right now. That's going to leave Vinchester on only 1 castle over here, or actually MbL on only 1 castle on the left-hand side. So, there we go. Bow. Good job. Drills coming in right now for MbL, indeed. That's going to help these archers quite a bit, but that's a very, very good unit control over here for Vinchester. Wow. That's really good. He ended up getting one Mango over here, but now he's getting pushed away. He lost only like 2 Arbalests over there, 3 Arbalests. That's not too bad. Yeah, he's going back. Now the archers are coming here though, and Vinchester's got Mangonas. No, and that's not going to be enough. The man is going down right away. It means the Tertiaries are going to go down right now too. Vinchester does not have enough Arbalesters to play against the archers anymore. He's making a switch to light cavalry instead. Interesting. And MbL? Well, MbL's going for only onagers basically. What is he going to do against the castle though? Yeah, very good trap shot over there. That's going to be another one, but I don't think he's going to connect this one. Anyway, what is he going to do against the castle? He doesn't really have much of anything himself to try and take on that one. Does not have rams. Yeah, he's got only one castle. He's going for another castle over here on the left-hand side, but we see some berserks coming in from Vinchester as well. Remember that standard berserks are right now stronger as well. The elite berserk is the upgrade is cheaper, but standard berserks are stronger. So let's see what we get. Good job. Good unit control over here for MbL. He's gotta be careful, of course. He can end up taking his own villagers down. So very good unit position for Vinchester over here, just making sure that he's got berserks around the villagers to potentially prompt some friendly fire. But yeah, seems like the onager will go down over here. Let's see if MbL is going to repair it. He's not really paying the most attention, but he's going back towards the castle. That's pretty good. A lot of stables over here, like cavalry. Chain bard and armor coming in for Vinchester as well. And yeah, this is Vinchester's game to lose for the time being, but MbL is not looking too bad. If he can hold on a little bit longer, if he can stabilize against Vinchester, then the rest of the game is going to go in favor of MbL. For sure. With 2 castles over the app, MbL can start going for Mango Day once again. You can see that he's going for it. Mango Day and Siege, of course, is going to be virtually unstoppable, and it's a position you want to prevent Mongols to get to. You want to prevent the Mongols from getting to. That's about it. Good job. MbL's insane. It's certainly looking insane right now, yeah. Good job. Yeah, this is good. You know, Vinchester is able to hold on as well for the time being. He's very soon going to catch up in villager count as well. It's just that the longer the game goes, the better it's going to be for MbL. He'll get much stronger cavalry. He'll get the Mango Day as well. After MbL goes for handcart, and he's going for it right now, then there's not going to be any eco bonuses for... there's not going to be an eco lead for Vinchester anymore, so... looking pretty good. MbL has husbandry? That's a good question. I'm not really sure, actually, if he does. He doesn't. He doesn't have husbandry just yet, no. He's got bloodlines, but he's missing husbandry. He's missing chemistry, which is about to finish researching. Then he's missing also leather arch armor and elite Mango Day. He's going for thumb ring right now, so I imagine he doesn't have parting tactics just yet either. So he's missing a few upgrades for sure. Meanwhile, Vinchester is trying to go for the castles once again, but MbL this time around is going to be putting the pressure up himself as well with the counter strike. We have Mango Day over here, plus the onagers taking out the TC. Yeah, Vinchester's got only range units over here to defend himself with, which is not going to work against the onagers, of course. There we go, good job from MbL. Good unit control. Over here, the castle seems like it's going to go down. MbL needs to buy the stone. He bought it, and now he's going to keep the castle up for the time being. But the onager is coming in, though, against the trebuchets. So far, Vinchester, I think he's does like 5 trebuchets already. That's going to be even more, so that's a lot of resources down the drain. But the castle's going to crumble regardless! Not quite. MbL keeps it up for the time being, and now the Onagers should be able to take both these trebuchets down as well. I think it's been at the very least 8 trebuchets down the drain so far for Vinchester. That's going to represent 3,200 resources down the drain. I'm just going down over here for MbL though. Not going to be cheap either. But he was able to keep the castle up for the time being. I'm just doing work over here. MbL's done a really good job with unit control so far. And he's made the most out of his units. So, it's starting to look a lot better for MbL. Once again, from here on, it's just going to keep on getting better and better for the red player. We see leather arch armor coming out, so that's going to be +2/+2 already on the Mangodai. So what we have left for him to go for is Husbandry, Parthian Tactics, and Elite Mangodai. And I think that's everything. With those 3 upgrades, he's going to have fully upgraded Mangodai already. And plus the Onagers, of course, that's going to be so hard to hold on against for Vinchester. Yeah, like how we're over here, I'm doing much of anything. Opinion on Vinchester. He's a great player. He's a player that I've been rooting for a long time, and I wish he was able to get better results in tournaments, but at the very least it's not going to be over for him if he loses this game, because we still have the losers matchup and we have the decider series still to go through next weekend, or actually this weekend and next weekend. But yeah, other than that, I think he's pretty good still. I think like potential for Vinchester is very high. Yeah, he's one of the more out of the box players as well, for sure. Together with Tato as well. He's going for trebuchets once again. He's gonna try to push against the right hand side castle this time around, but take a look at that. MbL's going for the elite Mangodai upgrade, and he's going for conscription right now as well, which is going to increase his production potential. Okay, a pause. Let me check if that is actually a pause. Okay, they're gonna keep on going, no problem. A little bit of lag. Does he have any tournament wins? Yes, he does. He's won the most important tournament in Age of Empires history, anyway. So yeah. He's been around the scene for so long, though. I feel like he's not gonna clean up his gameplay style. I don't know. Maybe. Into the crashes or lose the game because of his wild plays. Yeah. There we go, man. The castle's staying out because of the Onager play over here. That's another trebuchet going down. If with 3 trebuchets he was unable to take the castle down, then with 2 trebuchets he's not gonna be able to get the castle down. You can see all the trebuchets going down. That's 3 extra trebs down the drain, 1,200 extra resources. That's overall 5,000 resources down the drain for Vinchester. Actually, no, that's sorry, 4,400 resources down the drain. He's lost 11 so far that I have been able to keep track of anyway. He's got 2 more over here. So it could go out to 5,200 resources down the drain. We'll see. By the way, let's take a look at who's collected the most resources so far. It's actually better for MbL, so losing those trebuchets is not going to come in nicely on Vinchester's economy at all. Yeah, there we go. We'll see my way forward, absolutely, but not on my Twitch channel, on my YouTube channel only. I'm probably gonna try to start streaming Age of Empires 4 a little bit more on my YouTube channel starting next week because there's a big update coming up. So I'm gonna try to jump into the AoE 4 wagon then. Since the game came up until today, I've been working a lot on stream related stuff and content related stuff, such as putting more videos up on YouTube and getting my socials account up, you know, and making the new overlays, the new logo, implementing all of that good stuff. So I haven't really had that much time to play, but certainly I'm looking forward to jump into it a lot more. There we go. For the villager count, by the way. Yeah, super high for bow players. Yeah, man, Vinchester's actually It's actually doing some good damage with light cavalry over here. I mean, take a look at that population. Vinchester is getting pop cut right now, while MbL not quite as much. It's got its own Mango coming in here, but you know, the units MbL is raiding with significantly pricier compared to Vinchester's. He should be going for a Hussar right now. For Castle coming in for Vinchester. Man, like on paper, it should be much better for MbL, but Vinchester's been able to hold on really well over here, and MbL keeps on raiding with Mango over here, without using light cavalry, you know, without using Hussar. He's not really maximizing his civilization. He's finally going for light cavalry right now. And remember, the thing with MbL is, you take a look at this scout. He's got 65 HP, so that's the standard HP for a scout. Scout cavalry. We get to light cavalry, and he's gonna be going up to, there we go, 98, as opposed to, you know, 80. That's because of the bonus. Or 70 rather, sorry. That's because of the bonus. Wait a minute, what am I talking about? It's 80. Yeah, it's 80. Wait, what? Hold on. Shouldn't it be 94 with 30% extra HP? Or is it 35% extra HP and I just completely missed it? Well, anyway. Yeah, there we go. The engagement coming up over here. Yeah. It should be actually 94. No. It should be... Sorry, 104. My bad. So it's 25% extra. Isn't it? Because if it was 30% extra from 80%, from 80, sorry, it should be 8 times 3, so 24, so 104. If he's got 98 right now, it's actually 25%. Huh. No, base is 80, for sure. Take a look, we have Vikings over here, 60 HP on light cavalry, and he does not have bloodlines. MbL already has bloodlines. Oh, it's base 60. Wait, is that because it doesn't take into account bloodlines? You know, that's actually the first time that I'm noticing about it. Oh boy. Okay, so it's 18 because base is 60. Okay, never mind. I'm sorry, guys. It's actually the first time that I ever realized that it doesn't take bloodlines into account, but I guess it makes sense. It's not a multiplier. It's a boost over base HP. Okay, never mind. Yeah, you're correct, Gus. There we go. Yeah, Vinchester's gonna keep on raiding around. Eco efficiency is significantly lower for Vinchester still though, despite not being under too much pressure. It's in 200 population, MbL is getting close to 200 population himself. I don't think we have a whole lot of gold left over in the map. Okay. We have 1 gold over here, which is going to be only about 800 left. Then there is another one over here, then there is another one over here, which MbL is taking from, and I don't think Vinchester's got access to any extra golds anymore. Alright. Yeah, so now MbL can probably get pushed away from here, then there's not going to be any gold access for anyone. Which is pretty good for MbL because his units are much stronger. Like cavalry and potentially Hussar. If he could go for Hussar, that'd be so good for him as well. He's got a lot of wood right now. I would definitely like for him to try and sell enough. Yeah, to go for the Hussar upgrade. Because that's going to make a huge difference. See? There we go, good job. MbL's going back right now, but he's managed to stabilize at the very least, and now Vinchester's not putting quite as much pressure anymore. Relics so far though looking better for MbL as well, and Vinchester well, he's going to go for a castle over here in between both goals to try and secure these. Honestly, he's not really going to do that great of a job because it's barely in range of the goals. So he's going to be able to take this one down probably. He's going to be able to collect this as well. And I will love for him to try and collect the relics because it's going to be instrumental for him. Meanwhile, yeah, MbL keeps on raiding around. Now he's finally got Hazard. He's finally got C-Tram. So these Hazard are going to be significantly stronger as well. Good job. Yeah. Yeah, Train of Pain coming in very soon from MbL. Let's see if he's gonna be able to afford it though. He's got 6 right now. We'll see if he's gonna be able to do any damage with these. Where are the Rams? Where are these? On the left hand side? Well, he's got 2 over here, 3 actually. And then the rest I have no idea, man. Which is trying to create his famous ring of castles. He's getting away with it, yeah, he's just missing one. Getting access to gold over here is going to be absolutely crucial. He can go for... Well, honestly, I would like to see Berserks over here and probably Chieftains. That'd be so nice. But yeah, you see, he's got the Rams over here, but he's not quite being able to assemble the train. He's got only 3. And then the other ones are going to be on the right-hand side, right? Yeah, okay, so here he's got a little bit more pressure going on. He's got 4 Rams, so on the left-hand side, we see the castle going down over there, taking a little bit of damage, although I think Vinchester should be able to hold on. He's got some Berserks over here. Good job. And these guys, if we take a look at the attack, well, he's got, yeah, no bonus damage against Cavalry, so he's not gone for Chieftains just yet. This guy's though taking a lot of damage. The moment Vinchester realizes, he should be able to take this one down with, or to take the Rams down with villagers only. Meanwhile, the left-hand side castle is going down. Good job from MbL. He's finally breaking through. Stone fortifications from Vinchester. Now the left-hand side is going to be wide open for MbL to come forward. Start doing damage over here at the very least until he gets to the next castle. Yeah. Vinchester has lost a lot of troops this game for sure. And this one is going to hold on for the time being. MbL has now? Certainly seems like it. But population is still very close, man. In my opinion, though, this game should not have gone this long. I think MbL should have been able to take this one like a long time ago. I do not feel like going for the Mangodai raids over there was the way to go for MbL. But yeah, man, what you gonna do? He's taking a better engagement right now. Yeah, better trades. There we go. Vinchester calls the GG. That means, guys, MbL will be up 3-1 against Vinchester. Moves on then to fight in the winners matchup next. We're gonna go and take a look at the achievements real quick before jumping back out. Meanwhile, Vinchester on the other hand is gonna have to play in the losers matchup. And then he's gonna, if he wins over there, he's gonna have to play the decider matchup. For MbL, then we get a 74 KD ratio, which is pretty good. We're gonna have also for Army High 65 to 58 for Vinchester and MbL, while Economy, on the other hand, is significantly stronger for MbL, collecting about 10,000 extra resources. Managed to collect a lot of extra gold from the relics as well, and you can see it was such a roller coaster over here. Unbelievable that Vinchester was able to put so much pressure as he did. Unfortunately, though, it was not enough, and MbL was able to defend masterfully, so good job. Vinchester, though, you gotta give him credit where credit is due, because he was able to put so much pressure against MbL. He certainly pushed the red player to his very limits, which is not